Welcome to this week's edition of the Heath Schroyer Show, and for the first time I can say is basketball's putting on quite a show. 4-game win streak, 9-9 record overall, 4-3 in the league, 5th place. I don't know where to begin with the accolades coming down to you guys and the improvement. Coach, 2 huge wins this week. Incarnate Word probably expected, but realistically you had to fight through some low times in that game, and then Saturday night against New Orleans, the preseason league favorite. Something's happened down there, but tell me what you thought about that game, because that was a very impressive win, especially how it happened.
Well, again, you alluded to, Incarnate Word came in here. They had a great game plan. They went diamond in 1, triangle in 2, and jumped the game up and kind of put us on our heels a little bit offensively. And then in the second half, I thought we kind of, figured it out and got in a rhythm and had an unbelievable crowd, and the student section was popping, which was awesome. First game with them back in the building. Yeah. And then obviously the New Orleans game was, probably a signature win for us and our program, especially for this team. New Orleans is figured this league out. I mean, they've been good every year for the last 5 or 6 years. They're big, physical, and they kind of had us on the ropes, and we made some changes and made some plays down the stretch, and we're really fortunate to get that win. But honestly, Jim, all the credit goes to the players and my coaching staff. I mean, I'm blessed with an unbelievable staff, and I have a group of players that have a will to win, and it's exciting to be around it all.
We'll get to the Incarnate Word in a minute, but I want to talk about last night as we're taping on Sunday. The thing I noticed was the way this team is kind of can morph itself into what it needs to do. Something that hasn't happened here in a long time. Last night, you blew a lead a little bit, and all of a sudden at the 8-minute mark, you decided to play defense in a zone, which I haven't seen a lot of from you, and really took kind of control of the game back. And next thing you know, you finished the game on something like a 25 or 26-5 run.
It is interesting. We're able to play different ways. If we need to go big, we're able to play big. If we need to play small, we can play small. Guys have a real understanding of what it is they're trying to do. I thought, Trey Sleepy Johnson, his stat line won't stand out when you look at it, but I thought he was huge the last 8 minutes. We inserted him, and then we went to a 1-3-1 zone that we haven't really played a lot this year, but I just felt like we were kind of losing momentum, and we need to try to change the momentum of the game, the tide of the game, and I thought that really helped us. We got some stops. We were able to get out and score in transition, and we just made some big plays down the stretch. And again, I thought some adjustments we made offensively to space the floor a little bit different, to take advantage of how they were guarding Drew and Shamarcus, and I thought was right on. I thought, again, my coaching staff did a phenomenal job, and it was a great win.
The thing about you guys is, and I don't know where to place this, but you got buried early with a really tough schedule.
Sure.
You played some money games you have to play.
Sure.
Then you get off to a tough start in the conference because you play maybe the 2 toughest teams, or at least 3 of the top 4 to start with.
Sure.
And all of a sudden now you've dug yourself into a place where last night was big because if you win that game, you can take a breath and say, hey, we're 9-9, we're 4-3 in the league. We've dug ourselves out of the hole. Did you feel that way going into the game, or more coming out of it, or?
I don't know. I don't.
Putting too much into that?
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I think we have a good team. I thought we've had a good team all year. We obviously played Stephen F. and missed, I think we had opportunities. Shamarcus is playing with the flu, and we missed 15 free throws. And then the 12-day layoff before Sam, I thought really was not conducive of us playing good basketball against a good team. But nonetheless, those teams are really good. I think we kind of got slapped around a little bit, but this team has kind of found its way. I think that we're playing good basketball. I think that we haven't reached our potential yet. I think this team is starting to peak at the right time. But again, there's a lot of basketball left to be played, Jim. There's a ton left of basketball. It's a 20-league game season, so it's a grind. It's a long haul, and
there's still 13 games left.
There's no question. So it is nice to be 9-9. It's nice to be over 500 in league, but it really doesn't mean anything if you don't take care of business at the next game. And we just have to keep doing what we've been doing and trying to get a little bit better every day. And if we do that, and we stay hungry, and we stay healthy, and we stay together, then this team, I think, can have a special year.
The thing that has to be pleasing for you is there's no one way you're winning. You've won with defense the last couple nights. You've won with offense on nights before. You have multiple guys that can score for you. You have multiple guys that can play defense for you. You got guys that have come off the bench to change pace of things.
Sure.
I think of Moore for one. But there seems like what you should be pleased about it most is it's not one guy one night. It really isn't. You had the big game from Lawson a couple games ago. The other night it was Kennedy. You always have the shooting of Drew. This is a team that really, like you said, can go different directions when need be.
Yeah. We've talked about that all year, Jim, is that, everybody is going to have a night. And it might not be your night, but we have enough depth and we can play different ways and kind of morph our system around our personnel in a given game to put us in a position to win. And I think that's obviously a big difference than it was last year. But, I'm excited about where we're at. Obviously, we got a long way to go. But this group is starting to catch its stride, and that's fun.
You say that, but realistically, it does go by quick. 2 games a week.
It does.
One thing about Incarnate Word the other night, I said that was a game last year that you found a way to lose.
For sure.
And this year you're finding a way to win these games. Is that a mindset, or is it just players coming through? Obviously you have different players. Obviously you have more weapons this year, but it seems like the mindset is we're going to find a way to win, not find a way to lose.
I think it's a mindset. I think it's some maturity, with Shamarcus and Roydell. I think that, Trey is just a sophomore, but he went through last year too. And then, I think just the personnel is, this team wants to win. They've worked extremely hard since they got here in the summer, and we just take it one day at a time. That's kind of been our motto, and, we've done a good job in the weight room. I think our culture's in a good place. Everything can continue to get better. We have to continue to get better, from culture to X's and O's and everything else. But we're on a good track right now. We just got to figure out how to keep it rolling.
After this break, we're going to take a special tour of the new arena, a year and a half old now, give you some inside looks of what goes on in the back and where it takes place. And then we'll return with Coach to talk about the upcoming 2 games this week on the Heath Schroyer Show. We'll be right back.
At Lake Charles Toyota, we have a little inside joke that we might ought to change our slogan to "We also sell cars." In fact, you might have even heard that at one of our events. That's because we want people to know us as much by the impact we have on our community as by the products that we sell. We have to spend some of our money on ads like this one, but we feel like if we can meet a need in 10 people's lives, that's as good as reaching 10,000 with an ad. None of this means you have to pay more for our products and services. We know we have to give you the best prices and a world-class shopping experience. Those things are what our real slogan is all about.
It's that time of year for fun at New Look Furniture's Festival of Savings. Beds starting at $197, dinettes as low as $247, brand name mattresses from $297, the latest designer sofas starting at $397, reclining sofas and console love seats as low as $597, complete bedrooms from $697. Shop our 6 huge showrooms and see why New Look Furniture is voted #1 9 years in a row. Special financing and same-day delivery available. New Look Furniture, we save you money!
At Delta World Tire Company, we have the tires that fit all of your needs. Whether you're hunting, taking the kids to school, or you just want to look good, you can rely on Delta World Tire Company for fair and competitive prices, quality auto repair, and the area's largest selection of tires, serving the Lake area since 1992.
Come see us at Delta World Tire.
Delta World Tire, doing nice things for people and the cars they drive. So let us earn your business.
This is for you.
Oh, thank you.
CBS, Lake Charles, and Energy Transfer are pleased to present you with the Eye on Outstanding Teachers Award for the month of January. Yes, ma'am. This award is for your outstanding work inside and out of the classroom. Your teaching gives the youth of our great community the chance to grow and excel for years to come. So on behalf of CBS Lake Charles, Energy Transfer, and everyone in the Lake area, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
This week on the show, Trey Sleepy Johnson. Now, he's going to give us a tour of the new arena, or now year and a half old arena here on campus. But first, we got to find out, can he stay awake for the tour? And why they call you Sleepy?
Well, actually, I came to practice late one day, tried to sneak in late, overslept some workouts, and came in late. Coach caught me and started calling me Sleepy. So
nickname was made right there.
It's Lake Charles' favorite, so Sleepy it is.
Now you're here, you're a sophomore here.
Yes, sir.
You never played at the old Burton Coliseum.
Right.
But what is kind of this arena, and we're standing in the middle of it, what does it mean to you guys because this is as good as there is in the conference.
Right, right. Well, we know this is probably one of the best arenas in the country, and we know like we come in here and win and actually have the energy, and we actually know that our crowd, we actually feed off of them. So it's just like we just come in every day like, hey, we have an opportunity to play in a $40 million facility and just actually do what we love to do.
Does it give you guys kind of a sense of not only pride but also a responsibility to take care of it?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, our coach always tells us to keep it presidential ready. So whoever comes in, head office, or if it's just little kids, like make sure that it's clean and neat, and we actually take care of it because it's a multi-million-dollar facility.
Well, first of all, let's see if you can make a shot here.
Oh, yes, sir.
Pressure's on, so you can take it. Okay.
Oh, yes, sir.
Ah, perfect.
Yes, sir.
Is there?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go for a walk.
All right, cool.
Now, and you look at this thing, is there a better rim?
Oh, well, we actually practice on this gym a lot, so this is our second half gym. So we actually shoot a lot on this gym, so when the second half comes, we can actually seal the deal.
All right.
Yes,
well, we're going to
sir.
go back into the locker room area,
Okay, cool.
which is where nobody really gets to go much.
Oh, yes, sir.
There's some interesting things back there, but I want to point out that it's pretty impressive.
Oh, yes,
Some
sir.
pressure on that shot.
Yes, sir.
Pressure like that, I would have gone for the layup.
Yes, sir.
Just to let you know. So what's it like when you guys come out of here for game day?
Oh, right here is just where we turn up. Like we just get energy. We just feed off each other. We'll jump around, start clamping, dancing, just make a lot of noise. Just get ready to just come out here and play.
Now, a lot of people don't know this, but you guys practice a lot on this arena.
Oh, yes,
we
sir.
don't need to go into it.
Okay.
But it resembles a lot as far as the colors and the stripes of your own arena.
Yes,
or your
sir.
own court. Is that important kind of because it gets you kind of familiarity?
Well, not really. It's just with this arena, we just use it more like to just get up extra shots, just because like just get warm before games. We just use this arena just to put up shots so we can be ready.
All right, here we go. Is it open?
No, sir, I got you.
It's locked.
Yes,
Coated.
sir. Oh, yeah.
All right, so we come in here. Here's the meeting room.
Yes, sir.
Pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah. This is where we have a lot of film, go over a lot of things, meetings and stuff. Nice little room. Have a lot of conversations in here. But this is where a lot of the preparation begins. As you see here, we already have some pointers up already, looking ahead. So.
Get a little loud some half times?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very loud. Very loud. Yes, sir.
Now, do you have is that a count? Does that become a countdown clock or?
Oh, we just use it basically like keep time of like how long we have, but we use it as countdown as well. But what's really significant about it is we have our principles, the Cowboy way, which is loyalty, passion, unselfishness, discipline, and championship's work ethic. With loyalty, we actually have it like to have us realize like think of something bigger than yourself, because like every day we have something bigger than us that we have to think about.
You're the first freshman class. A lot of guys that come in here only have half a year.
Right, right.
You have to take it to the next level then.
Right.
Is there a sense of what you guys are leaving behind has to be better than what you got?
Well,
That you want to leave a legacy?
Well, yes, sir. We want to leave a legacy, like with me for sure, because when I came in, I'm a part of the piece that actually is bringing the program and changing it around. So last year, we actually had those pieces, had good moments, good spurts. But like now, it's like we just keep on bringing the legacy on and just keep on moving it. So like when we graduate, everyone graduates, especially me, with knowing I brought it in. Like just keep it going for whoever's staying next.
Now we get to the fun part of the locker room.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is
the
the
lounge
lounge
area. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have a couple of drinks in here. We just chill around in here, watch a little TV. Usually the guys are being here right now watching the game, but we had a little off day, so a lot of guys are resting.
What does this, as far as camaraderie, mean for a team like you guys?
Well, it actually helps with a lot of team chemistry. Actually just watching TV, just sitting down, communicating. It just like brings a lot of team chemistry, like brings teams together.
For you guys, because this has always been an interesting point, is a lot of guys come from junior college this year. So the chemistry has to be built on the fly. It's not like, hey, we've been here 3 years in a row, we know everybody, only bring a couple kids in. You guys kind of had to rebuild and reboot after last year, right?
Right.
Moments like this mean a lot?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Which we spend a lot of time with each other at the apartments too. So it's like we actually have at least 6 people together. Like you won't see 2 people hanging out, 3 people. You'll see at least like 5 or 6 like always together. So actually like coming in over the summer early like actually helped. Like we actually spend a lot of time in the gym with each other, like working out, just communicating, if it's just watching TV or eating or drinking something together. So.
And then we come back into here.
Yes, sir.
And this is
the locker room.
The locker room.
Yes, sir.
Now, the first time and the only other time I was in here, it was half built. So if you can imagine.
Oh, yes, sir.
Considering what you see in the Southland Conference, I don't want to go big schools and that.
Right.
But how good is this facility compared to the rest of the conference?
Well, I can tell you this. I actually know a couple guys that's playing in the conference, and every time they come in, they're like, wow, like, this is something like comparable to the Dukes and the North Carolinas. So it's really big, like knowing that we actually have something that a lot of people really want. So we just really take care of it, and we're real prideful about this, like to make sure that we take care of business and keep it how we want it to be.
And for you guys, how important is it to be back on campus?
Oh, it's very important. Very important. The community loves us. So with the community loving us and they just see in our faces every day, like it just brings a lot of joy to kids, to parents, to just
have a place to go.
Right, yes sir. Yes sir. So a lot of kids, they love to come to our games, like camp over the summer. A lot of the kids were at our game, like they come to our game every day. So they really like it.
All right, let's go upstairs.
Yes sir.
All right, now we're gonna go into your lobby in your coach's office here.
Yes sir. Yes, sir.
Men's team to the right, women's team to the left, correct?
Yes sir.
Okay, I always feel like this is the principal's office.
Well, we don't take it as the principal's office. We actually enjoy coming back here. You're welcome. How you doing? What's up, Coach?
My man.
We got Coach Courtney in here, Coach Schroyer. How you doing?
Hey, man, how are you?
Good, good.
Just took a tour of the locker room.
Yeah. Pretty nice, huh?
Yeah, I mean, the last time I was in it, wasn't quite finished.
It's a pretty good place to change clothes and stuff.
It's big time.
Yeah.
That's how I wondered if Sleep ever fell asleep on the couch.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
you
I
don't
have.
sleep in here.
I don't sleep in here, but in the locker room I do. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we just come in here and talk to Coach pretty much about how our day going, just come in and check in. Just things like film-wise, is what we need to do better. So a lot of players come in and
The interesting thing
interact
is,
with
as we
Coach.
saw coming up, was that one fan, an old-time player here, talking to you like he's part of the team. That didn't happen here 3, 4, 5 years ago. How much interaction are you getting that because you have this facility?
Well, I mean, I don't really think it's as much as a facility. I pretty much think it is Coach Schroyer. Like, he's big on the culture here, and we understand that and we buy into it, so we actually live our life every day the right way. So we just try to keep up the culture and just interact with more fans and the community better.
All right, let's go back out.
Yes, sir. All right, Coach. See you later.
All right, man.
All right, Coach.
See you soon.
All right.
What do you usually eat for pregame?
We actually do a lot of Olive Garden. We like a lot of Italian food before the game.
So do I. It doesn't mean I can play basketball.
So we actually have like our tip-off club members, so the season ticket holders. They come up here and hang out before the game.
So you meet with the season ticket holders before the game?
Well, sometimes we might catch them like in the halls there sometimes, but if not that, we'll see them off on the court and we'll just wave up here. So you actually have like all of them just up here, chilling around, lounging until it's game time. So it's really a nice view from up here.
It is a nice view.
Yes, sir.
So that's a quick look at what is the actual name of it. It needs a nickname.
I came up with the stable.
The stable?
Yes, sir. So
All right.
we'll see how long that goes.
It's the Health and
around.
Human Performance
Complex.
Yep.
So we have to find nicknames. So Poke Nation.
You don't
have a
want the
nickname.
sleeping bag?
Oh no.
So if you can come up with a name for it, let's sleep.
Let us know, please. We're looking.
When we return to the show, we'll be back down on the court with the coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
At Lake Charles Toyota, we have a little inside joke that we might ought to change our slogan to "We also sell cars." In fact, you might have even heard that at one of our events. That's because we want people to know us as much by the impact we have on our community as by the products that we sell. We have to spend some of our money on ads like this one, but we feel like if we can meet a need in 10 people's lives, that's as good as reaching 10,000 with an ad. None of this means you have to pay more for our products and services. We know we have to give you the best prices and a world-class shopping experience. Those things are what our real slogan is all about.
Rejuvenate your sleep during the President's Day event at Mattress Joe. Save $500 on Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America. Plus, we're throwing in $300 in sleep accessories. Save $800 in luxurious Stearns & Foster and enjoy $400 savings on Sealy Hybrid or Sealy Conform, plus $200 in sleep accessories free. Truckload special, huge Sealy Super Pillow Top, $397. Same day delivery and special financing available. Mattress Joe, we save you money!
This is for you.
Oh, thank you.
CBS, Lake Charles, and Energy Transfer are pleased to present you with the Eye on Outstanding Teachers Award for the month of January. Yes, ma'am. This award is for your outstanding work inside and out of the classroom. Your teaching gives the youth of our great community the chance to grow and excel for years to come. So on behalf of CBS Lake Charles, Energy Transfer, and everyone in the Lake area, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
You're watching KSWL, CBS Lake Charles.
Well, we're back on the court with Coach, and Coach, upcoming games this week are kind of interesting. Southeastern's kind of struggled a little bit, but you got to go down there, and it's kind of a weird road trip. Is back in the days you would take the 2 days, play in New Orleans, stay over, play over. Now you got to come back. And you never know how teams react on certain times on certain bus rides.
Sure.
But what are you looking forward to this week? Because this week you can do a little separation from the pack this week as far as the guys trying to chase you down.
Well, obviously every week is big when you're in league play. Southeastern's played everyone really tough. I know how hard it is, and we know how hard it is to go to Abilene and play. But they've played everyone tough. Their staff has done a great job. They got a 4-man brewer who is an all-league guy. So they have our full attention. I think they're a really good basketball team. And every game in this league, and I said this to our guys at the halftime in Incarnate Word, every game in this league is going to be a grind. Every game is going to present a lot of challenges. And, we have to be ready to go for Wednesday and then obviously hopefully be able to come back and play it at home on Saturday against, hopefully with a great crowd and another exciting game and, that the fans can get behind. But we're just taking it one day at a time and, trying to have the best practice we can tomorrow. The thing
that's interesting is the crowds are starting to pick up, not only in numbers, but in vocalness, shall we say. I don't know if that's a word, but in vocalness of, we're starting to see some excitement, especially when you had the kids the other day.
I like that vocalness.
Vocalness, it works. But you had a great crowd from the students.
It was. It's great, and we've done a lot to try to encourage students to come and be a part of it. I think that basketball fever is kind of catching on here, and it's part of building a program and rebranding a program. And this is year 2. I think we've obviously made a lot of strides. The attendance is a big thing for me personally.
I know you talk about on the court, and things are going on the court, but for you, you've mentioned a lot over the years about attendance and selling of this. How proud of you to see you're leading the conference in attendance, and you're ahead of even Louisiana Tech in attendance.
I'm really excited about it because I've always felt when I got here that this could turn into something really, really special because people really, really love basketball. They've just been dormant for so long. And, we've missed on a couple generations of fans coming to the basketball game. When I met so many people that said, man, when I was a kid and I went to watch Joe Dumars play. Well, that was a couple generations ago. And we've lost that, where the cool thing to do is bring your kids to the game. So we've really tried to make it a fan-friendly environment, a family-friendly environment, and obviously, trying to, keep and get the students really involved, get the public involved. It is a really, really big deal for me. It's something I take a lot of pride in, to embrace this community, and I've always said that, our program will embrace this community, and in turn, we just hope the community will embrace us, and I think that we're starting to see that.
You obviously Wednesday night's a big night for you.
For sure.
But if you could get Wednesday night, you'd be riding a 5-game conference winning streak. into Saturday, including beating it. You're still the only team to beat Abilene this year. What do you think that would do for the excitement around here? Maybe get a big crowd on Saturday?
I hope so, but right now I'm worried about Monday's practice. I know I sound like a coach, but that really is the number one concern is I want to have a really good weight room session. Monday morning. I want to be able to have a really good practice Monday afternoon and just stay in the routine that we've gotten into and continue just to take one day at a time, one opponent at a time. And if we do that and we trust the process, then we'll live with the results.
I don't want to get into other sports at the campus.
Sure.
But we had a football change, the second one in 2 years.
Yeah.
A lot of that because the personality of the person wasn't really wanting to sell, I think.
Sure.
And having to sell. And you've come in here embracing the sale, embracing the fact that you have to do everything from basically sweep the floors to a new arena. How much is it now, the pride-wise, to see not only the fans coming, the wins coming, but also just the whole program escalating as far as how to say this, basketball now matters?
Yeah. It's interesting, the first thing to do when you build a program, and I've been very fortunate to build a few of them as a head coach and even a couple as an assistant, is you have to become relevant. And I think that we're starting to become relevant. I think that the neat thing for us, though, Jim, is that I think we've just we're just at the tip of the iceberg. I think that we can really, really create and build something here really, really special because of the people. Obviously, this gym and, the fans got a chance to see what we have here. But because of this arena, because of this community, I think that we can attract really good players, really good people. And I know that people love basketball here. And we just need to give them a product that they can get behind, both academically, athletically, and socially. And I think that our kids do a really good job of that. They understand the culture that we've laid out in this program and what's expected of them. And not saying that they're perfect, because no 18 to 22-year-old guys are perfect. But, we got good kids. Both of our seniors are on track to graduate. We have good young players in the program, and we're definitely trending in the right direction.
With that in mind, obviously all eyes are on the tournament at the end. I know it's 15, 13 games away.
Sure.
But each win gets you a step closer to that. How important is that to kind of put a stamp on, look at the direction we're going in?
I think it's important. I mean, I think that, our goal, from day one when we got here, especially with this team, we talked about, competing for a Southland Conference championship, being able to put yourself in a position where you're playing your best basketball at the end of the year and hopefully get in the tournament and have a chance to truly ring the bell. But there's a lot of basketball to be played before that. Right now, we're going to focus on Monday.
All right. Coming up this week for McNeese State, Southeastern on the road, back home against
Houston Baptist.
And the Houston Baptist game could be for 6 in a row at that time. Is that a doubleheader with the women?
You know what?
I don't think it is.
I don't think so.
I don't think it is. I think it's a 3 o'clock start.
I think so.
I want to thank Coach for joining us on the Heath Schroyer Show. Actually, it's his show. I'm joining him. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.